The person who holds your heart has walked through fire and emerged transformed. Since the last time you were truly connected, they have embarked on a profound odyssey of healing, one that has fundamentally reshaped who they are at their core. This transformation was not handed to them on a silver platter. It demanded that they face the shadows they had spent years running from, that they confront the parts of themselves they had carefully hidden away, even from their own consciousness. Through this difficult process of self-examination and growth, they have learned lessons that cut deep into the soul. Perhaps the most significant revelation has been this: not everyone in their life deserves unrestricted access to their innermost world, especially when it comes to their sacred intentions regarding you and the future they envision with you. They have come to understand, through painful experience, that sharing their deepest plans and vulnerabilities prematurely, even with people they love and trust implicitly, can open the door to interference, to seeds of doubt being planted, to misunderstandings that can derail even the most sincere intentions. This hard-won wisdom has transformed them. They have become more protective of what lives in their heart, more guarded about the dreams they carry for the two of you. They have chosen the path of silence over premature vulnerability, not out of coldness, but out of a desire to protect something precious until the time is right to bring it into the light. This is not distance born of indifference. It is protection born of deep care. Despite whatever physical miles or emotional walls may exist between you, despite the silence that may have stretched between your last words and this present moment, your person has never truly disconnected from you. Not for a single day. In fact, they have been watching you far more closely than you might ever imagine. Through the window of social media, through carefully casual conversations with mutual friends, through quiet observations made from a distance, they have been keeping track of your journey. They have witnessed your choices, your growth, the evolution of who you are becoming. Every step you take forward, every decision you make, every small victory and every struggle feels to them like a thread they are following, trying to weave together a more complete understanding of the person you have become in their absence. They are utterly fascinated by you. More than that, they are inspired by the strength you have shown, by the way you have continued to grow and flourish. They find themselves searching constantly for the right moment, the right approach, the right words to re-enter your life in a way that honors both of you and everything you have been through. In their desire to truly know you, to understand the landscape of your current life and heart, they have been reaching out subtly to those mutual connections. They ask about you in ways they hope seem casual, trying to gather insights without drawing too much attention to the intensity of their focus. They want to know what occupies your thoughts these days, how you are truly feeling beneath whatever surface you present to the world, and perhaps most importantly, whether there might still be a space carved out for them somewhere in the geography of your heart. This quiet, persistent pursuit of knowledge about you is born from a place of deep complexity. It springs from profound longing, yes, but it is equally rooted in fear. They long desperately for a second chance, for an opportunity to show you who they have become, to love you the way you always deserve to be loved. But alongside that longing lives a fear that grips them in the quiet hours, the fear of rejection, the terror of discovering that too much time has passed, that too much water has flowed under the bridge, that the door to your heart may have closed to them permanently. Yet one truth rises above all the uncertainty and fear. Your person is exhausted by loneliness. They are tired of walking through life alone, tired of the emotional isolation they have imposed upon themselves. They have been practicing celibacy, not merely in the physical sense, but in a far more profound way. They have been celibate emotionally, holding themselves back from truly opening up to anyone else. They have been celibate spiritually, reserving the deepest parts of themselves, waiting and yearning specifically for you. The desire they carry is not some shallow, fleeting thing. It is not merely physical attraction, though that certainly exists. What they feel for you is deeply emotional, profoundly spiritual, encompassing every dimension of human connection. They crave intimacy with you on every conceivable level. They want to know your thoughts and share their own without filter. They want to hold you close and be held in return. They want to merge their spirit with yours in that inexplicable way that true soulmates do. This longing has been building within them like pressure in a sealed container, growing more intense with each passing day, each passing week, each passing month. Though your union has been delayed for reasons that may be beyond either of your control, reasons that might involve timing or healing or divine orchestration, they hold fiercely to the belief that delayed does not mean denied. In the deepest chamber of their heart, they know with absolute certainty that the story between the two of you is far from finished. This is not an ending. It is an intermission, a pause in the narrative before the most important chapters are written. In the aftermath of your separation, your person did what many do when wounded and confused. They attempted to move forward, to find connection with other people. Some of these encounters were karmic in nature, arriving to teach specific lessons. Others were merely fleeting, ships passing in the night, leaving barely a ripple in their wake. But here is the truth that eventually became undeniable: not a single one of these people could compare to you. No matter how hard they tried to find something real, no matter how much they wanted to move on and leave the past behind, no one ever matched your energy. No one vibrated at your frequency. No one possessed your depth, your authenticity, your particular magic. With each new person they met, with each attempted connection, they found themselves reflecting on you even more intensely. Your beauty, both inner and outer, stood out in their memory with crystal clarity. Your authenticity, the way you showed up as your genuine self without pretense or performance, created a standard against which everyone else fell painfully short. Your presence, the unique energy you brought into any space you occupied, became a benchmark they measured every subsequent encounter against. And the conclusion was always the same: no one else came close. You became the silent standard by which they judged all future possibilities, and every single one failed to measure up. Time passed, and with it came clarity. Slowly, gradually, sometimes painfully, they arrived at a place of profound understanding. They are ready now to stop running from what they know to be true. They are ready to stop hiding behind fear and self-protection. They are ready to make a conscious, intentional choice to choose love. Real love. The kind of love that requires courage and vulnerability and absolute honesty. They are choosing abundance over scarcity, emotional truth over comfortable lies, spiritual connection over ego-driven protection. For perhaps the first time in longer than they can remember, they are being completely, ruthlessly honest with themselves. They see you now not just as someone they were attracted to, not merely as a romantic partner who made them feel good, but as someone who was divinely orchestrated to enter their life at exactly the right moment. This love, they now understand with the kind of clarity that changes everything, is extraordinarily rare. It is sacred. It is holy. This is not the kind of connection that comes along often in a human lifetime. It is certainly not something that can be taken for granted or treated carelessly without consequence. There was a time, they will admit, when confusion clouded their vision. There was a period when denial felt safer than facing the magnitude of what you represented in their life. But that fog has lifted now. The clouds have parted, and they can see clearly for perhaps the first time. They understand now that this connection is a gift from the divine, a blessing that was meant to awaken them from spiritual sleep, to challenge every comfortable lie they told themselves, and ultimately to transform them into the person they were always meant to become. And like any true gift from the universe, it carries with it a sacred responsibility, to honor it, to nurture it with care and intention, and to protect it from the carelessness that nearly destroyed it before. They know now, in the marrow of their bones, in the deepest part of their soul, that if they fail to value this gift, if they take it for granted again or mishandle it through fear or ego, the opportunity might slip through their fingers forever. Some doors, once closed, do not open again. Some chances, once lost, are lost for good. This awareness creates in them a sense of holy urgency. Your person is no longer content to remain in the shadows, silently observing from a distance, yearning without action. They are actively preparing themselves for what comes next. Emotionally, they are doing the work to heal old wounds and develop the capacity to show up fully. Mentally, they are clearing away old patterns of thinking that no longer serve them or the relationship they want to build with you. Spiritually, they are aligning themselves with their highest self, with the person capable of meeting you soul to soul without fear or pretense. They are preparing to come forward, to step back into your life with intention and clarity. They want to rebuild the trust that was damaged or destroyed. They want to reconnect with you from a place of absolute authenticity, with no masks, no games, no half-truths. They want to show you, through consistent action over time, that they have genuinely changed. This time, they will not approach you with indecision or uncertainty. This time, they will not offer you pieces of themselves while withholding the rest. They are preparing to show up fully present, to speak from the depths of their heart, and to offer you a love that has been purified through time, tested by experience, and awakened at the soul level. Though the present moment may still feel uncertain, though you may not see clear signs yet of what is coming, one thing is absolutely crystalline in its clarity: your person knows exactly what they want, and what they want is you. They are no longer looking for substitutes to fill the void you left. They are no longer seeking distractions to help them forget or temporary fixes to numb the ache. They are ready to walk the path of true love, regardless of how long that journey takes or how much healing still needs to happen along the way. They believe, with every fiber of their being, that your souls were meant to find each other again. Not by random chance or coincidence, but by divine design, by cosmic intention. And now that they can see this truth clearly, now that the illusions have fallen away, they are ready to choose it. They are ready to choose you with their whole heart, with complete commitment, with nothing held back. Thinking about you keeps me suspended in wakefulness through the deep stillness of the night. I lie in bed staring at the ceiling above me, and I am flooded, absolutely overwhelmed, by memories of you. Your voice echoes in my mind with perfect clarity. Your laughter rings in my ears like music I cannot forget. The way you made me feel truly seen, truly known in a way no one else ever has, plays on repeat in my consciousness. Sleep becomes impossible because my mind is utterly consumed by thoughts of you, by the weight of your absence, by the desperate wish that things were different. Since you have been gone from my daily life, nothing feels quite the same. The world has lost some essential color. The things that once brought me genuine joy now seem dull and lifeless, like flowers that have wilted, like music played in a minor key. I go through the necessary motions of daily existence. I wake up, I fulfill my responsibilities, I interact with others, I move from one task to the next. But underneath all of this surface-level functioning, there is an emptiness that lingers constantly, an ache that never truly goes away no matter what I do to distract myself from it. It feels as though a vital part of me is missing, and that irreplaceable part is you. Before you came into my life, I did not even realize there was something missing. I had grown accustomed to my routine, comfortable in my patterns. I had become used to the silence, to the emotional distance I had carefully constructed around myself like protective walls. But when you arrived, everything shifted on its axis. You illuminated the dark corners of my soul with your presence, bringing light where I did not even know I was living in shadow. You brought warmth to places that had grown cold and forgotten what heat felt like. You brought laughter where there had been long, heavy silences. I had absolutely no idea what it felt like to genuinely connect with another human being on a soul level until I connected with you. You made me see parts of myself I did not know existed, qualities and capacities I had never accessed before. You made me feel emotions I had long ago buried under layers of protection and numbness. There is something about you that is utterly disarming in the most beautiful way. You possess this incredible, almost supernatural ability to make me melt with just a look, with just a few sincere words spoken from your heart to mine. You never tried to be impressive or put on a performance. You just were. Authentically, genuinely yourself. And in your presence, I felt safe enough to lower my defenses. I felt like I could finally let go of all the weight I had been carrying for so long. The stress, the accumulated hurt, the fear that had become my constant companion, all of it faded into the background whenever we were together, whenever we talked. Our conversations were never just words exchanged between two people passing time. They were deep dives into the ocean of emotions, dreams, fears, and fundamental truths about who we are and what we long for. You listened in a way that no one ever had before. You were fully present, fully attentive, making me feel like my words actually mattered. And you spoke with a softness that somehow carried tremendous weight. Your words reached into my chest and touched my heart in ways I cannot fully articulate. You are not just kind in some superficial, obligatory way. You are genuinely, deeply kind. You are not just humble. You carry your humility like a quiet strength. You are not just open-minded. You are genuinely curious about the world and the people in it, hungry to understand and grow. You carry within you a quiet strength, the kind that does not need to shout to be heard, that does not need to prove itself because it simply is. You are emotionally strong in a way that few people achieve. You are grounded when the world around you spins in chaos. You are thoughtful, considering the impact of your words and actions. These qualities stood out to me from the very beginning of our connection. I admire these things about you deeply and profoundly. I have met many people in the course of my life, but very few have left an indelible mark on my soul the way you have. With you, everything felt honest and real. There was no pretense, no games, no manipulation, no performance. Just two souls speaking in a language that transcended ordinary words, communicating in the realm of pure energy and authentic presence. And now I miss you more than I can bear. The weight of your absence presses on me constantly. Sometimes I hate the feeling of missing you because it reminds me with brutal clarity of just how far apart we are, how many miles or walls or wounds exist between us. I hate that I cannot reach out and hold your hand right now. I hate that I cannot look into your eyes and see myself reflected there. I hate that I cannot hear your voice in real time, responding to me, connecting with me. There are so many things I want to say to you. So many thoughts and feelings have accumulated inside me, bottled up and waiting to be released. I wish I could tell you exactly how I am feeling right now, at this very moment. I wish I could make you understand that I still carry you with me in everything I do. Even though life may take us in different directions, even though circumstances may keep us apart, one thing remains absolutely unchanged: you will always be my soulmate. That word, soulmate, is not something I use lightly or casually. It is not a term I throw around without meaning. It means something infinitely deeper than just love, though it certainly includes love. It means connection on a level that transcends physical presence or day-to-day contact. It means you understand parts of me that no one else does, that you see into me in ways others cannot. It means that no matter the distance between us, you remain an integral part of who I am. You live on in the memories I revisit when I need comfort or joy. You live in the songs that remind me of you, that transport me instantly back to moments we shared. You live in the quiet moments when I close my eyes and wish with everything in me for you to be near. This connection we share still feels so vivid and real and pure, even in your physical absence. I cannot fully explain it, but it has not faded with time the way I feared it might. If anything, it has only grown stronger, more insistent, more impossible to ignore. And while I try to stay strong, while I try to keep moving forward through my days with purpose and intention, deep inside there is a part of me that feels genuinely lost without you. It is like walking through life with a piece of my heart missing, like trying to function with an essential part of myself left behind somewhere. There are days when the ache is more bearable, when I can push it to the background and focus on other things. And there are other days when it feels completely overwhelming, when the weight of missing you threatens to crush me entirely. But through all of it, through the good days and the unbearable ones, the one constant is my love for you and the profound impact you have had on my life. You have changed me in the best and most profound ways. You have made me better, deeper, more capable of genuine connection. And even if we are not in each other's lives the way we once were, even if the present reality looks nothing like what I wish it did, I will always hold on to what we shared. I will always treasure it. You will always have a place in my heart. And that place is sacred. It is holy ground. It is where I keep all the beautiful moments we created together, all the laughter we shared, all the love that passed between us. It is where I return to when the world feels too heavy and overwhelming. Because remembering you, remembering us, gives me a strange kind of peace, even wrapped up as it is in pain.